Welcome back to On the Story, and we are on the calls. We'll get it back to Erica in a moment. Erica, we have one more call from Kate. The question again to our viewers, do you think the president crossed the line in his press conference yesterday? Kate, what do you think?
No, I don't think he crossed the line. I think he was being truthful that both sides were being violent. It wasn't just one side. I've watched a lot of videos of what happened, and it was the counter-protesters mostly that had the pepper spray in the clubs and so on. There were reporters that got punched in the face. I think what he said is just fair, that, you know, both sides were being violent, and both sides bear responsibility.
Okay. Kate, thanks for the call. And again, those that say the president did not cross the line, that's the tact, is that there were bad people on both sides. There's blame on both sides. Let's see what Janelle says. Janelle's in Michigan. Janelle, cross the line or not?
Hi, I'm here.
Yeah, go ahead, Janelle. What do you think? Did the president cross the line?
Oh, absolutely. He's just, okay. Here's the thing. He's defending a group of people who want to uphold what they believe is their heritage. But part of that heritage was the South committing treason against the U.S. They succeeded from our country. They declared their own president, and after the Civil War, Robert E. Lee didn't want to wear the uniform. He didn't want to fly the flag. Almost 400,000 men just from the Confederacy died during that war.
Janelle, thank you.
620,000 men died during the Civil War total, and they want to uphold the heritage of treason. And Trump not decrying that is ridiculous to me.
Hey, Janelle, thanks for the call. So there again, Erica, two more calls on each side of the issue.
There are so many conversations coming out of this, and Mo, Ivory, one of the things you said before the break is you were talking about your 10-year-old son. I, too, have a 10-year-old son who came home from school this week, and his assignment was to talk to you about Charlottesville, and you said how difficult that conversation was because parts of it you weren't ready for. What was the conversation?
Yes.
What did you say to him?
Yeah, well, we talked, I'm currently running for office for the Atlanta City Council, so we're in a political mode in my house anyway. We're campaigning and canvassing, so we've been having a lot of conversations. So I want them to always watch the news and to understand what's going on. But we've been talking about Donald Trump over, these last 6 months from the inauguration and saying what a lack of leadership he has shown in these 6 months period, in stark contrast to our last president. So today I told them and had a conversation last night, and not just my 10-year-old, the 12-year-old, the 15-year-old, my 19-year-old, all of the kids in our home. Listen, this is just an example of a man who was ill-prepared to lead anybody. And this is what happens when the issues that are in our country are revved up by our leader, and then people feel free to be able to do things that they would normally not feel, so comfortable doing. Taking off the masks, showing your faces, carrying the tiki torches. I told them and showed them pictures of what it was like when the KKK did that, and I explained to them that we live in a very diverse neighborhood. But even in my neighborhood, we have to go up Grant Street to take them to school, hook a left on Confederate Avenue, and then go right on Custer in order to get where we have to go in my very own neighborhood. So it's around us all the time, the reminders. And so maybe I think the one positive thing that could come out of this is that people are mobilizing to take down these symbols, to change street signs, to become more active in their community, to promote the true diversity that exists. Let me tell you, I have been going door to door, and I talk to people, and people, white, black, Asian, whatever is their persuasion, they don't want this. They want unity in their community. They want to be able to talk to their neighbor. This is a small fraction of America that feels like this, that is standing behind this president that is not representative of this country. And so that's what I tell my kids, that does not represent what we stand for.
And Mo, let's hope that broader conversation is happening in so many other homes around this country, that we are better together and we are better unified as one nation, recognizing our differences, celebrating those. Mo, Ivory, appreciate you joining us today. Mike, thank you for taking all of those calls. Thanks to all of you who called in and shared your thoughts with us here on The Story. As we continue